You first, Adler. Come on, Case. Easier coming down. Here.
So, as I'm sure most of you know, Activision's shaking things up with Black Ops 6, instead of just per se rehashing the old formula. It's hard to believe, but it's true. We're happy to announce that starting August 30 to September 4 this year, Black Ops 6 is having itself a little beta for testers. And not only that, the game is now targeting PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and PCs throughout October 25. This game is a follow-up to Black Ops Cold War. Set in the early 90s, Cold War coming to an end, developers said that this is again a conspiracy story now on a global scale.
We're ready for exfil. What's the play?
No play. This place is surrounded by cops. We can't reach you.
Damn it! If we can't outgun them, we outrun them.
Just like that, huh?
Just like that.
Ever do anything like this before?
No, but I don't see any better options, and I'm running out of bullets.
Land me on 10 o'clock.
Keep them off me!
Rebellion Developments is back too, with Sniper Elite Resistance, dropping in 2025 across all major platforms, including Xbox Game Pass. This standalone story runs parallel to Sniper Elite 5, where you play as Harry Hawker as an agent uncovering secrets in a Nazi-occupied France. This game features a signature sniping, stealth, and tactical third-person combat with time-sensitive side quests this time.
He's close. Stay here. Stand guard.
That being said, Dying Light The Beast was recently announced at Gamescom, following months of speculations about a Dying Light 3. The rumors were kinda true. See, Beast features the return of the first protagonist, Kyle Crane, which we all missed in the second entry, along with a brand new open world region and over 20 hours of campaign gameplay. Here's the thing, a gameplay trailer for Beast was revealed, showcasing 4-player co-op with shared progression in the new game, though solo play is also an option too if you like.
Every man has an animal within. If you push too much, you might unleash the beast.
changed when that bloody atom plant went up in flames.
Another open-world survival game is on the horizon, and it's one we've discussed recently. Atomfall, set for a March 2025 release, is a post-apocalyptic survival first-person shooter inspired by the Fallout series. It's essentially Fallout, but it's set in England about 7 years into the past. Religion plays a major part in your journey in this game, and there's new elements incorporated too. That being said, Atomfall is coming to all major platforms, and this is how it looks.
Please be careful. It's more dangerous than you can possibly imagine.
Threat detected.
Delta Force Hawk Ops has officially been renamed simply to Delta Force, following community feedbacks during its alpha test. The Delta Force is being described as a serious competitor to EA's Battlefield series, promising an immersive experience in modes ranging from extraction shooter gameplay to large-scale battles and the old traditional multiplayer. This game also features an authentic campaign mode inspired by events of the 1993 real-life Black Hawk Down mission.
Havoc has cutting-edge technology, but is built on exploitation and suffering. United, we will plunge into the chaos to find the spark of peace. We are GTI. No one gets left behind.
Borderlands 4 is officially on the horizon. The latest entry in the Gearbox Software's iconic looter shooter series is set to launch in 2025. While details are still emerging, Borderlands 4 will take players to a brand new planet in search of mysterious alien treasures. Gearbox's CEO has actually teased that the game will take the franchise to new levels in exciting new directions while building on everything fans loved about the series so far. In case you missed this recent showcasing, developers revealed more details about Exoborne. First, for those of you unfamiliar, Exoborne is a tactical extraction shooter too. This game set on a future Earth facing climate chaos. The players must work to reverse this whole situation. Although a demo wasn't available at Gamescom, the trailer over here indicates a survival game where you'll be collecting and upgrading weapons and gear in its heart. The game is slated to release sometime next year, coming to PCs, Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. On the other hand, GSC Game World has pushed the release of S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 Heart of Chornobyl to November 20 this year, from its original release of September 5, for those of you who missed it. This delay is said to allow time to fix bugs and polish the game, obviously. A couple weeks ago, a video was revealed too, offering new in-game content. At the Gamescom, we actually got another one too, including world overviews, quest walkthroughs, and much more. For those of you who missed it, if you want to take a deep dive look, this update highlights the game's immersive experience and new advanced graphics. GSC World, it's definitely worth a mention, remains supportive of Ukraine during the conflict. Astronauts developers now will bring Witchfire to Steam Early Access in 2024. Following its September 2023 Epic Games Store debut, Witchfire, which is a dark fantasy RPG shooter, features a sinner protagonist which is turned into a witch hunter in a roguelite style world. The latest, the Wailing Tower update for the game adds a new map, enemies, more cosmic horror elements. You can expect ongoing updates with new areas, gear, and challenges as the game evolves, and a full release on Steam.
On my brush, casting shadows on the faces that never speak. I yearn to capture.
Coming in at number 10, we have Painted in Blood. This game's a boomer shooter that's a mix of modern and retro elements in design. It utilizes a dark aesthetic to create a deeply immersive world and storytelling. The game is powered by Unreal Engine 5 and it's a single-player game in nature too. Painted in Blood is a PC exclusive. It's set to be coming out in the first few months of 2025, and it's one of my favorite games in the list.
Sparing cries, the earth beckons a lie more beautiful than my failures one. Theft race,
because everything on the outside would kill us. We're like crabs in a barrel.
Coming in at number 11 is DEFECT. This is a new cyberpunk squad-based shooter set in a dystopian world dominated by AI, this AI known as the System. See, DEFECT is actually made with the use of Unreal Engine. It promises intense combat amongst its quality, immersive environments, and a minimal traditional HUD. You can choose a faction and engage in tactical PvP or co-op battles, and not just that, you'll be doing that with Mick Gordon composing the soundtrack. This is the same band who made the Doom musics. DEFECT actually aims to redefine the immersive shooter genre.
Today's sermon is a little different.
That being said, No More Room in Hell 2 releases in early access this October. Developers have announced another trailer for it, reaffirming its status as a PC exclusive as previously mentioned. No More Room in Hell is a 8-player co-op zombie game that has been in development for over 3 years now. It's probably one of the most off-the-radar hidden gems in the video gaming world right now.
I know! This is a punishment! The other place is full, so the dead walk among us!
Announced no more than a month ago, coming in at number 13, we have Sun and Bone. A rare PlayStation 5 exclusive, to say the least. It's not just a first-person shooter, but a first-person shooter from the same developers as last year's horror game Quantum-Error. This time, the game is even eerier and more unsettling in nature. It is actually made with the use of Unreal Engine 5 once again. Here's some gameplay. Sun and Bone is said to be coming out in one way or another within 2024.
Thought we could box this nightmare in? Forget it. Every plan backfired. These things, they're relentless killing machines. They're not your run-of-the-mill, brain-dead zombies.
Ultimate Zombie Defense 2 is your ticket to intense co-op zombie slaying action. You could team up with up to 4 players to defend the modern-day Europe from waves of zombies in this game. With a deep base building system, customizable weapons, and boss battles, whether you're going to be playing solo or with friends, you're going to be needing a lot of strategy, skill, and firepower basically to survive. If you're interested, there is a free demo available on Steam for the Ultimate Zombie Defense 2 right now.
Just another day at the office.
The premise of Killing Floor 3 is to obliterate Zeds while having fun with you and your friends.
After nearly 7 years since the last game, Tripwire Interactive has finally confirmed Killing Floor 3, which was revealed around November last year. This new entry is set to release on PCs in the next generation of consoles in mid to late 2024. Killing Floor 3 might just reclaim its title as the king of co-op action horror shooters. The new game takes place 70 years after the events of the Killing Floor 2, and this is how it looks.
We're able to have blood anywhere in the world.
In the past, you could not paint Zeds, you could not paint specialists, you could not paint weapons. It had to be baked, which meant that it had a process that would go through and analyze the whole map and then say, these are all the areas and this is how blood could be applied to it.
We switched to Unreal 5 because we wanted to be on the latest tech.
So all of the Zeds, all the specialists, all the weapons can now also have blood splattered all over them in a persistent way. You should definitely expect better blood in KF3 because it's going to be 12 times higher resolution than what it was in KF2.
Being able to bring that fidelity to the table, it's just Christmas morning every day. I love it. Our weapons are very much grounded in reality, but they're pushed a little bit into the future.
And finally we have Doom, The Dark Ages, the next big installment from Bethesda and ID Software set in a distant medieval past. This game once again blends the brutal combat of the original Doom with a dark fantasy setting. And as the last hope of a doomed kingdom, the protagonist is gonna once again, even harder this time, battle legions of hell in a world inspired by the medieval mythology. Doom: The Dark Ages is expected to feature intense melee combat and many challenging enemies, staying true to the action that Doom fans love.